Alhamdulillah wa salatu wassalam ala rasulillah. My dear student, good morning to you all. Today, inshallah, we will continue taking our lesson for the second year. My name is teacher ثاني. So I hope you have your books, your notebooks, and some pencils because today I need you to write with me. We will learn how to write, how to spell some greeting in the English language. So as you can see, this is the name of the lesson. Hello. Second lesson, lesson number 2. So have your books open between page 14 and page 15. Page 14 and page 15. Let's start. Bismillah. Let's introduce our lesson. Also in this lesson, we will continue learn how to greet each other. As you remember in the previous lesson, on the lesson before, we learned how did a teacher greet his student by saying, Assalamu alaikum, good morning my student. Wa alaikum assalam, good morning teacher. Also you can greet someone by saying hi, hello. You can say goodbye to someone by saying goodbye, see you later, or bye. Okay? So as I told you, the name of our lesson or our unit is called hello. So let's introduce some of the words that we will learn. As you can see, I have many kids here greet in their own language. I have different kids here greet in their own language. So, as you can see, these are some of the phrases or words that we learn to greet someone by saying hello. Hello, how are you? I am well. Thank you. What about you? This is how to start a conversation with someone. This is how we start a conversation with someone. Today we will be starting from your book. And then we will be having some exercises. So, I hope you have your books ready at page 14. As I told you, I will have it enlarged in a minute, but I need you to have them ready at page 14. At page 14. Let's go to the next one. So, at page 14, have your books and let's read together. This is Unit 1, Lesson 2. Look and say. Look and say. I have 4 pictures here with 4 different phrases. Okay? I need you to look at the picture and let's read the sentence together. First one, the boy is just waking up, so most probably he will greet by saying, good morning. Good morning. Can you repeat? Repeat after me, please. Good morning. Good morning. One more time. Good morning. One last time. Good morning. Very good. Now, let's go to the next one. It's not morning now. It's after 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock is midday, noon. So, we will have how to greet. Good afternoon. Very good. Good afternoon. Repeat after me, please. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. One more time. Good afternoon. One last time. Good afternoon. Excellent. Let's go to the third picture. For the third picture now, I have it's probably after 5 p.m. So how to greet by saying, not good morning now, we will be using good evening. Very good. Good evening. Repeat after me, please. Good evening. Good evening. One more time. Good evening. One last time. Good evening. Very good. And the last one I have is good night. As you can see, it's not the same as the first picture. The boy is going to bed. He's going to sleep. So the suitable phrase here is saying good night. Good night. Repeat after me, please. Night. Night. Good night. Good night. Very good. So let's read the 4 words or the 4 phrases together. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. And good night. Excellent. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. And good night. Very good. Let's go to the next one. So, you have this at your book at page 14. So now, I hope you have your pencils ready because now we will be reading and tracing these words that we just pronounced. Okay, so let's start with the first one. What do I have here? Let's read it together. Read it for me. Good morning. Very good. I have good morning. So let's write good morning. And let's try to manage to write between the lines. Good morning. Let's write it for the second time. And I have good morning. Very good. So the first one is good morning. Second one I have is good afternoon. Very good. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Excellent. Okay, let's write it for the second time. Good afternoon. Very good. Remember to practice writing so you can have a very beautiful handwriting. Third phrase I have is good evening. Let's write it. Good evening. Very good. Let's write it for the second time. Good evening. Excellent. And the last one I have is good night. Good night. You can practice more if you have a notebook, so you can write it even more than 2 times. Good night. Very good. Good night. Excellent. So I have the 4 phrases: good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. That was page 14. Let's go to the next one. Okay, you have this at page 15. I will have it enlarged in a minute, but I need you to go to page 15, okay? To page 15, okay? At this one, as you can see, I have the same phrases, but now I will match them with their pictures or with a suitable picture, okay? So let's go to the next one. Remember, we are at page 15, so look, match, and write. Okay, I have, how many pictures do I have? I have 4 pictures, and I have 4 phrases or 4 greetings, okay? To your right, I have good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And I have 4 different pictures with 4 different times of the day, parts of the day. Let's try to link them together. By the first one, good morning. Which picture is good morning, my dear student? Which one is it? Is it picture number 1, 2, 3, 4? What do you think? Very good. It's the 3rd picture. So let's go ahead and write good morning here. Very good. Excellent. So this is good morning. How about the next one? Good afternoon. Very good. It's the last picture. So let's go and write good afternoon. I'm sure you will be doing much better than me now. Good afternoon. Let's go to the 3rd one. Good evening. Good evening. Very good. This is good evening. And the last one here I have is good night. I have good night. Very good. Very good. So these are the 4 words linked to the 4 parts of the day with the pictures, okay? So let's go through them one at a time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Very good. Let's go to the next part of page 15. So we have this number 4. We have two men talking. Let's read the conversation between them. I have Khalid and Jabir. Practice to talk in pairs, so it needs 2 persons to make this conversation. Let's try to read them together. Khalid. Good morning. I am Khalid Al-Ali. Jabir. Good morning, Mr. Al-Ali. It's nice to meet you. Khalid. It's nice to meet you too. So let's read it for the second time. Khalid. Good morning. I am Khalid Al-Ali. So as you can see, he used good morning here. So most probably, let's say it's 10 o'clock a.m., 9 o'clock a.m., okay? I am Khalid Al-Ali. How did Jabir respond? By saying, "Good morning, Mr. Al-Ali. It's nice to meet you." It's nice to meet you too. Very good. So I have this at page 15. Go ahead and practice it with someone in your houses. Okay? Go ahead, pretend that you are Khalid or Jabir and read it together. Let's go to the exercise that we have. Okay, so now unscramble the words and write. As you can see, I have 4 pictures and I have the letters below, but they are not in the correct order. So I need you to help me to arrange them together. Let's start with the first one, okay? I can see G, double O, D, and R, but they are not in the correct order. So help me out here. How to unscramble these words? What's the word? Look at the picture. It's good morning. Very good. It is good morning. Very good. So the first one is good morning. How about the next one, my dear student? I can see G, double O, A, F, T, N. What do you think? It's good afternoon. Very good. Good. Let me try to... Good afternoon. Very good. Good morning. How about the third one? What do you think? I can see G, double O, D. It is good evening. That's right. Very good. It is good evening. Very good. And the last one will be, I can see an N, an I, G, H, T. Good night. Very good. It is good night. Excellent. Good night. Very good. So let's read them. After we unscramble the words, I have good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Very good. Let's go to the next one. Okay, now I have a whole conversation with 2 kids making a conversation together. Let's read, but I tried to help you out by giving some of the words that you might use. Okay, so let's start with the girl. She's saying hi. How do you think the boy should respond? When someone say hi to you, how do you think you should respond? Let's try to look for the perfect response. Can I say nice to meet you? My name is Ali. Goodbye. No, the perfect response will be hello. Very good. Excellent. Hi. Hello. Excellent. Okay. Next one I have, how are you? How are you? What's the response? I am. Very good. I am fine. Thank you. Very good. I am fine. Thank you. Excellent. Okay. What's your name? Okay. Don't forget that we are looking for the answers from the box here. What's your name? My name is Ali. My name is Ali. Very good. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Very good. And the last one, she is saying bye, and the boy should say goodbye. Very good. Bye. Good. Bye. Very good. So now, after we're done with completing the conversation, let's try to read them, practice them, you and I together. Hi. Hello. How are you? I am fine, thank you. What's your name? My name is Ali. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Bye. Goodbye. Very good. So I have this conversation. You and I completed together. Let's go to the next one. Okay. For this one, we will practice tracing and writing. Remember, if you practice more, your handwriting will be so beautiful. So I hope you have your notebooks and try to write it down with me, okay? So let's try by tracing hello. And try to manage between the lines, okay? So this is hello. I will write it for the second time. Very good. Let's go to the next one. I have goodbye. Very good, very good. Let's go to the next one. Good morning. Try to manage between the lines. Good morning. Very good. The next words I have is good afternoon. And the last word I have is good night. Good night. Very good. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now, complete with the correct words. So I have different pictures, 4 pictures actually. I need to complete them with the correct greeting words. Remember, I have 4. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Let's start with the first one. I have good morning. Very good. Good morning. I have good morning. Next one I have is, that's right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Very good. Next one I have is good evening. And the last one I have is good night. Very good. Good night. Good night. Okay, let's go to the next one. So let's match here some words. Match the words with their pictures. As you can see, I have a moon, a star, and a sun. Let's try to match the stars first. These are the stars. Very good. This is the moon, and this is the sun. And the reason we did this, we'll be able to match this next one. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. This is good morning. Very good. This is good evening. Sorry, this is good evening, and this is good afternoon. Let me try to fix it. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now let's try to match this one. I have 4 pictures to your left and 4 words to your right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Okay, let's start with good morning. And this is good afternoon. Very good. Good evening and good night. Very good, very good. So, let's try to remember what we learned in this lesson. In this lesson, my dear student, we practice how to greet depending on the part of the day. In the morning, we say good morning. In the afternoon, we greet each other by saying good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Okay? So, until I see you next time, that was our lesson. Until I see you next time, stay safe. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.